I was 11, maybe going on 12, and I would babysit for a family friend that lived right across the street from us, and I would sneak the cigarettes out their pack or either out the ashtray and go in the bathroom and teach myself until I finally learned how to smoke, and it was the worst thing I could ever did.
My mom was a smoker, my dad was a smoker, and my mom, she passed away from COPD. So I watched her struggle in her last days just to breathe.
Well, I'm a survivor myself. I had a heart attack when I was 29 years old. Don't even start it. Don't be like me.
Whether you're a current smoker, a former smoker, or have never even picked up a cigarette at all, tobacco addiction is a complex issue that affects us all. Hello, I'm Richard Stewart. The stories you're about to hear will shed light on the struggles that more than a third of Clevelanders face today, revealing why the solution involves more than simply urging smokers to quit. This program will also challenge the belief that tobacco and the industry behind it are no longer threats to public health, reminding us of what is truly at stake. Cleveland has one of the highest smoking rates in the entire United States, with roughly 35% of Clevelanders choosing to light up every day. Its long-term impact can be devastating. Local barber Waverly Willis knows the threat posed by smoking firsthand.
My mom was a smoker, my dad was a smoker, and my mom, she passed away from COPD. So I watched her struggle in her last days just to breathe. You know, she was intubated, and so those are the memories that I have, and I just don't want that for the next generation.
He reflects on the painful memories of losing his mother to smoking-related illness. He, like many others, understands the struggles of addiction, having won his own battle with dependence on tobacco and other substances in the past.
I'm just trying to lead by example, because I've been fortunate to be in business 20 plus years, and the city of Cleveland has been very, very good to me. And so just on behalf of myself and my mother, the late Wardell Willis, that died regarding this, that died from smoking related issues, I really have no choice, because I'm walking around and I'm seeing kids like me and Miss Janice was saying, kids young as 9 and 10-year-old, and they're vaping, you know?
As he advocates for the next generation, Willis emphasizes the dangers of early exposure to smoking and vaping. Sam Pruitt is a local health advocate, and while he never smoked, surviving a major health scare at a young age has given him a unique perspective on healthy living.
I got involved with the American Heart Association, and not just with heart-related issues. It opened my eyes and made me aware of different issues that lead to heart attack and stroke. High blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol, which I suffered from.
For Pruitt, sounding the perils alarm on smoking is personal.
And I think the number one thing is being aware. Awareness is key, right? Because knowledge is power. So when you know these things about smoking, how it leads to different health issues, you can then spread that knowledge to people that you love to hopefully get them to stop smoking.
And we know just how hard it is to quit, particularly in light of the fact that Big Tobacco seems to come out with new products on a seemingly weekly basis, and those products almost always geared toward young people.
You know, for me, it's just a calming Methodist way to get my stress out and, you know, just relax. I'm well aware of the health risks, and despite that, I find it quite enjoyable. You know, every human being, in my opinion, has their vices. While others have it with drugs or alcohol, mine just happened to be with smoking.
But a shared hope to reduce the city's smoking rate persists, clinging to the belief that community outreach, education, and accessible cessation programs can inspire lasting change. Create a healthier Cleveland where fewer people are burdened by tobacco addiction and future generations grow up in a city where smoking is no longer the norm.
It's all about reducing the amount of smokers here, and not only Cleveland, but the state of Ohio, to lead to longer and healthier lives.
I hope the city of Cleveland Health Department, the city of Cleveland in general, continues to fight for our citizens. This is a very important initiative we're being targeted from so many different angles with smoking and other stuff. So let's continue to fight the good fight. Let's continue to not sell our citizens out for $1, because that's what it is at the end of the day.
If you were to pick up a magazine in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and even the 90s, you would find cigarette ads in almost every one. That changed in 1998 when cigarette ads were restricted from targeting young users, according to research by Stanford Medicine. Tobacco ads targeted young people, women, and African Americans in their marketing campaigns. What is the impact of tobacco use in smoking today? Tobacco use is the leading cause of preventable disease, disability, and death in the United States. For every person who dies because of smoking, at least 30 people live with a serious smoking-related illness. In the United States, 16+ million people live with at least one disease caused by smoking. In Cleveland, 1 in 3 adults use tobacco products. 77% of Cleveland public schools are within 1,000 feet of a tobacco retailer. Also, Cleveland is home to 36 times more tobacco retailers than McDonald's locations.
So there is hope for Clevelanders who smoke. We have the resources, the programs exist. We just need you to take that first step.
Nicotine addiction can be costly, both for your health and for your wallet. But for Cleveland residents like Reba Clardy, change is not only possible, it's transformative.
I have been wanting to quit. I've been saying it over in my mind. My breath was getting shorter and shorter, and I just could hear my conscience and God telling me, it's time for you to quit.
Only 12 when she first started smoking, Reba's body was clearly signaling to her that change was mandatory.
And I said, you know what, I just gotta do it. I got in touch with Catrice and signed up and went to the first meeting. But that after the first meeting, the next day I quit.
Cleveland's Freedom from Smoking program, led by smoking cessation coordinators like Catrice Miner, is helping residents quit through a combination of group counseling and nicotine replacement therapy.
There's no one-size-fits-all when it comes to cessation. Everyone's quit journey can be different. But what we found is that the Freedom from Smoking program has been very successful in helping people quit. The program itself is structured where you begin by preparing to quit, then you quit, and then we offer support in getting you to maintain.
For smokers, having a support team is essential. People like Catrice Miner and Dr. David Margolius from the Cleveland Department of Public Health play a crucial role in their journey to quit.
It's really important for folks to know that most people who smoke want to quit. Most people who smoke want to quit, and so they want to quit. It's not their fault that they're still smoking, and so we want to help people. We want to support people through that. We want to support family members who are trying to get their spouses or their children or their parents or their cousins to quit. And there are a lot of resources out there.
The benefits were immediate and noticeable.
I can tell the difference. I can tell that it's affected me in a good way. Everything changes, really. Your sleep habits, I'm waking up a little bit early, but food tastes a little better. I feel a lot better.
The future of smoking cessation in Cleveland may be promising, with more resources becoming available and the hope that regulatory reforms may further support the efforts of folks who genuinely want to quit.
I think paired with policy changes, there's a lot of room for improvement in Cleveland. And with the ability for people to get resources to help them quit, and with us making some of the necessary policy changes that will help make it easier for people to quit, I think we can be very successful.
With the dedication of people like Reba and the support of community programs, Cleveland is on the path to a healthier future where far fewer people smoke.
But I just want to be a non-smoker from now on. You know, I want to stick with that. I'm proud.
Thank you for watching this special program. Remember, to learn more about how to quit smoking or more about tobacco in general, go to clevelandhealth.org. For TV 20, I'm Richard Stewart. Thank you for watching.